sharing this bitch.
Yo, what's up? Welcome to HASSDISCUSSES, and we are joined by thekidxs.
What's up?
Okay, yeah. So he's not gonna show his face. He doesn't have to show his face. I'm not close enough to him to point a gun to him and tell him to show his face. He's in a different time zone. If that gives a hint at how far I am away and how I am not able to manipulate him into showing his face, I don't have control right now. I'm very sad. Anyways, this is a musician, and and he's you can find him on Instagram and SoundCloud and Spotify and all that if you want to check his stuff out. But where you based out of?
Me?
Yeah.
Like state-wise, LA, I guess.
LA's a state.
Fuck. I'm in California.
Yeah. Like, okay. So, yeah, and I also saw that about another artist made music with, Exponent. I believe is his name. How did you start working with him? Because that was a pretty good, the one take joint. No, it was a no hook.
Yeah,
right?
that was a one take. He's
Oh.
actually my buddy. Yeah. We made that song when we were like, I don't know, like 2 years ago. We worked on the lyrics and shit.
But that's cool though. Like, you've been doing this shit for a while, but you haven't been releasing it till now.
Oh no, we didn't release shit. We didn't even record shit. Like we just started recording.
Yeah.
Videos and shit. Like, I'd say about 3 to 4 months ago, I started recording in studios and making actual music.
Okay, so you go to real studios. That's good.
Yeah.
You pay for the studio time and all that? Well, I'm not asking. No, I'm not asking like what you pay or how much you pay. But I'm saying like you actually try and go to like good studios.
Right now it's just going to decent studios and getting my vocals done and trying to get noticed by labels. So.
Well, that's what people don't want to hear though. Is they don't want to hear go to a professional studio, meet with an engineer who's probably gotten a degree in sound engineering. Nobody wants to hear that. They want to think, oh, I got my little fucking band lab. You know, dude. I'm not dissing anybody that uses a band lab or whatever they call it, but you got to move past that. You know, like you can't be using band lab your entire career. Really, you can't.
Yeah, it's just not gonna get you anywhere. I think I tried Veloco when I first started because I didn't want to pay for studios. Then I just came around to the fact that if I want my music to be good, I have to go to a studio.
Mhm. And I would like to say, though, there is certain artists that do know how to mix and master their own vocals in their DAW well. They know how to do it, but not everybody needs to know that. Not everybody needs to do that getting into it. And if you find a good, reliable studio, you're good. Because there's a certain bond, and I've been in studios watching people perform. There's a certain bond, like with the engineer and the artist, that like it's like, okay, they know what the fuck that artist would want on their vocal. You know what I mean? Like that's a bond. Like people don't. That's a really good bond, and a lot of those bonds have even started with maybe the engineer goes on to producing. Like look at 40. He was Drake's engineer, right before he started producing all the Drake's hits. Then he ended up learning production. I don't know. I'm just saying, engineers are overlooked.
Yeah, bro, shout out to any engineers out there, bro. They're fucking goats, all of them. They always know what you want, and they pinpoint that and they make it that.
So you said you wanted to get noticed by labels, and that going to those studios does that? Like, I mean, has that happened, or is it just like low key right now?
Well, I think I'm just gonna drop singles produced professionally at studios, and then eventually someone big is gonna have to notice me, and that's when I'll get up there.
I mean, you're in a good place.
Yeah.
For that, LA and stuff like that, and
Oh,
also what?
I found this hella cheap studio, bro. That's how I'm doing it.
So it's like compared to what else is out there, you know?
Yeah.
It's cheap.
Yeah.
Okay, that's damn, bro. Oh snap.
It's my dogs.
Okay. Do you have any control over that?
I wish I did.
All right. So how'd you start becoming managed?
What?
I said, how'd you start becoming managed?
I'm not managed.
I thought your manager hit me up.
Oh yeah, my email manager.
Your email manager?
Yeah, he just fucking my friend, he deals with all my emails and shit, and he emails people. It's shit. Yeah, he emailed you. He told me about that.
Okay. Oh, all right then. I thought I was your manager and shit. Never mind.
Yeah, totally.
But what other artists in your style do you enjoy?
I fuck with Edmund. Edmund, he's got some dope music. I think we did a song together. Yeah. Another person that I'd recommend people listen to is probably Aiden Berkeley. He's got some melodic heartbreak shit, kind of like my music right now.
Is he small or big in terms of like popularity? Like, cause I haven't heard of him.
He's pretty small actually, but he's slowly getting bigger and bigger.
That's good. I mean, well, how would you find my interviews though? I'm gonna ask that.
What's it called? My email manager told me that he hit some dude up, and he told me to DM you.
Oh, word.
Yeah.
But do you have any idea of how he found my work?
I mean, shit, you got some pretty chill podcasts, so you probably check that shit out.
Yeah.
Just like, shit, let's get it.
Bro, I've gotten a lot of interviews from people who have just seen my fucking Lil Op interview. Like, that one blew up a little bit. I don't know if you know Lil Op.
Yeah, I fuck with him. Actually, I think I have him in my DMs, yeah. He's helping me with promotion and shit, so he's a chill dude.
That's cool. Yeah, he's I interviewed him and his manager and Kid Neutron, which is another guy that his manager manages and shit. So, yeah. So you made music with Young Hercules, right?
Yeah.
So where's he based out of? How did that happen?
Well, for a while he was like my music mentor, teaching me all this shit about music, but I mean, eventually I figured out this dude was kind of like a snake and a little bit trippy, but he's a chill dude. Pretty sure he's based out of Michigan, somewhere around there.
I mean, do you want to go in depth about what you just said? Because that could be considered a bold statement.
I don't think I really want to go into depth about it publicly, but
okay, yeah.
He lies about a lot of shit. That's all I'm gonna say.
All right. Yeah, you don't have to go into that shit. Yeah. So this is a question that this will really test your knowledge about shit if you know what I'm talking about. So, what obscure subgenre of rap are you a fan of?
I mean, right now I'm getting into like that club music, bro, but
like Jersey Club?
no, like Tyga shit.
Okay.
Yeah.
Tyga's consistent.
Yeah, I don't want to be like him, which is why I'm also doing melodic rap. I fuck with that too.
Well, I mean, your music beats, they do like you put that. Would you ever go into that style? Is what I'm saying. No. Because I mean, what if you let's say you mix the melodic stuff with that could be good, but I don't know.
I mean, what I'm trying to do personally as an artist is I'm trying to find a way to combine the style of melodic rap and that Tyga shit and just mash it into one.
Okay, that's what we're on to something here. Okay, like what I'm hearing, but what I'm hearing is that you're trying to make a bold move.
Yeah.
So, I fuck with that. Okay. And that's a good way to market yourself. I'm just saying, is differentiating yourself and shit. Do you know that Lil Op uses his phone for all his music? Like, I don't know, that's random, but
yeah, bro, I know that. I mean, I fuck with his music a little bit, but I mean, it would be a lot better if he recorded that shit professionally. Maybe
that's what his manager said. That I mean, because his manager does go to the studio and shit. Because his manager makes music. But I don't know if you heard of Mundy or anything. But Mundy made it.
Yeah, I think I've seen that dude. Pretty sure he's ops manager.
I just yeah.
Yeah, sorry, I'm a dumbass. It's okay.
I don't know if I were to say my favorite subgenre of rap. Probably be funk, PHONK, like Memphis shit,
Ooh.
and vapor trap,
Never heard of that.
Makes a vaporwave and trap, and then mixture of both of them, vapor funk. It's like mix of Memphis and vapor trap. It's like made by this guy Mad Snake. Anyways, also what else did I say? Jersey club music. That's awesome. Like arching you back, like that shit. Now I'm gonna play it. I don't care if I get a copyright strike. I'm probably not gonna.
Fuck it, just play it.
Yeah, right.
Yeah.
It's like the quality is shitty because it was made in like 2009. Like it's not really good beats, but it's funny. Archie back, Archie back, Archie Bobby. Let me skip to the beat drop. You know what I mean? Like it's just like corny, but I like it.
Yeah, bro, it's very fucking corny.
It's like watching like a really like unfunny comedy movie. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I know. It's so unfunny that it's funny.
Yes, that's how I feel about that music. Cause it's just repetitive. I love that shit. Like I don't care. I'm not afraid to say that. But I want to ask you though, like what artist that you listen to that like people look down on or would be surprised that you listen to? Like what is that artist that people would be like, really, you fucking listen to that person?
Well, actually, I listen to Ian Dior, which for some reason people get angry at me for that. They're like, "Oh, that dude is like a ripoff of Juice WRLD and Little Skies. Just listen to Little Skies, bro. You know, he's just a white boy." And another person I listen to is DDG.
Okay, I heard it. I heard of him.
Yeah, I get down for listening to that guy, but he's got some fire music in my opinion. I'm not afraid to say that shit.
Ian Dior, like that Mood song was good. He had a couple other ones, but like I'm not against that, bro. I'm gonna tell you that. I'm not against that. I'm not like, oh fuck Ian Dior. But I like if I want that style, I'd rather hear 24K Golden because I'm just a bigger fan of him.
Yeah, I know what you mean.
I'm not saying Ian Dior is horrible, but there's other artists in that style that I prefer to listen to.
Yeah, I know what you mean.
But like and Peep, fucking Peep, Lil Peep.
Yeah, he's got some fire music.
I think Lil Peep's like the one who's perfected that style. That's just me. I think nobody's done it. I don't think anybody's done it better than him. But that's just me making a bold statement to make a bold statement. Like there could be some hidden gem that I'm not hearing about. But like a lot of the artists who have done that style or been popular that style after Peep, a lot of them either have an inconsistent discography or didn't get or are a bit repetitive with each release. Like take out when I mention the inconsistent discography, I'm talking about X. Okay.
Yeah.
Posthumous releases, yikes. Okay. A lot of great singles, but I'd say like those first three, Revenge, 17, question mark, outstanding. Like fucking great, man. But like Juice, right?
Yeah.
He does it great. Repetitive, but repetitive in some senses. Like imagine if he did a YoungBoy collaboration album. That's what I'd want to see from Juice.
Agreed.
Are you a fan of YoungBoy?
YoungBoy, I mean, I'm not really a big fan on him, but I did like his one song with Juice WRLD Bandit. I think everyone fucked with that.
Yeah, I think even his haters like that one.
I don't even know how you could be a Juice hater, bro.
I'm talking about YoungBoy haters. There's a lot of them. No, I don't care though. But the thing about YoungBoy is his fans are like, the fans want to look and sound like him, and it's hilarious.
Oh yeah.
Like and also they post the YoungBoy quotes. Have you seen that?
Yeah.
Wait, let me find it. Let me find like a YoungBoy quote, dude. These are hilarious. It'll just post like YoungBoy with like in front of a car with like cash or something, and it will say the person will say like, hold on, YoungBoy quotes. Okay. Leaving was your choice. Letting go was mine. or some corny shit. They love you until they can't use you anymore.
Oh shit. Yeah. Yeah, that is kind of corny. You feel like standing on like a pile of cash.
Like, y'all bring up my past because y'all don't got shit to say about me now. But I don't know, I don't know. It's just funny to me. Like, I don't hate their fans, but like, they're so easy to like poke fun at. That's what I'm saying. You know what I mean?
You hate on. I know what you mean.
And but I do respect. I respect that fan base is so large, right? Like, I feel like any artist should aspire to be that, like, that sort of iconized, like where you're such an icon and your face is always. But like, you don't always have to have that. Like something like. What type of fan base do you like?
Honestly, right now, I'm trying to build a fan base that will support me when I ask them to do something.
Okay.
And, I mean,
What would you ask them to do?
I would just ask them to like run up my music, shit like that. You know, help me get on a podcast or help me get on a YouTube channel, shit like that.
That's great. That's great.
That's the fan base I'm aiming for at the moment.
Yeah, for sure.
I got a question for you though. That's just the questions.
Yeah.
What artist have you fucked with that everyone hates on? Just bring it around.
I'll give you 5.
All right.
Let me think. I'm gonna go through like playlists that I listen to and shit. Hold on.
Right.
Freddie Gibbs. Like, if you're an underground rap fan, you'll enjoy his music if you like old 90s shit. But new kids, and I'm not saying this like an old head, I'm just saying this is a fact. People don't want to take him seriously because they're like, oh, he just sounds like a raspy ass old head. He's like, but like he's really like, his production's awesome. Let me think. Let me think. Nav.
Yeah, everyone hates on him. I don't even
Nav, yeah, I don't. This is what my main critique of Fantano, the music critic, is. I don't really like him or support him. He gives great interviews and Twitch streams. I'll give him that.
Oh yeah.
And his like tier lists and shit. But when it comes to like actual reviews of artists, he has an inability to take certain artists seriously. Like, without looking at them at a critical ends, like he just gives them the same rating every now and then. Like, he just doesn't take them. Like, he just doesn't. Like, do you really expect him to take a critical glance at a Pooh Shiesty album?
Honestly, probably not, man. I mean, I saw his interview on Nav.
Okay, also another one, DaBaby. But I think that DaBaby would be really good on like an old dusty boom bap beat, you know, like some hardcore, you know, like fucking like, you know what I mean, like some old school shit. He could do that, like on a Griselda type, Benny the Butcher type beat. He could do that really good.
Him on an Eminem type beat, bro.
Sure, like something like that. Who else? Big Sean, pre Detroit 2.
Yeah.
But before Detroit 2 came out, everybody was like, he's corny. After that came out, everybody fucked with him, but still there's a little bit. Who else? Trippie Redd.
Everyone clowns on that dude.
Yeah. Okay, this is a good one. Not really. It's not. No, this is not valid. What I was supposed to say. Never mind. I'm looking through just playlists and shit.
I bet.
Let me think. Annalie Chapa's new music. And Tory Lanez.
I think Tory Lanez is mostly hated on because of his incident with Megan Thee Stallion.
Yeah, but like, he's trying to leave the Illuminati. Can't blame him. That's my opinion.
Yeah.
is that he's like he don't fuck with like it's either some Illuminati deep shit or it's all just made up between him and Meg to get publicity. But then again, nah, like I don't know. What I do know is that I still listen to Meg Thee Stallion's and Tory's music because I fuck with both of them. I'm not gonna sit here and take sides. Like, I don't have time for that shit.
Yeah.
Like,
what was the other artist you said?
What?
What was the other artist you said besides Tory?
Annalie Choppa.
I fuck with this music, man.
Yeah, but he's trying to be all straight edge and like no drugs, no guns, which I respect, and I think we need a bit more differentiation. I'm not saying straight edge automatically means good, because that's not true. Like, just because you're straight edge doesn't mean good. It just means that you want to try something different, which I respect. Other artists have done that successfully, but like he has the potential to make that cool and shit. He doesn't have to. I'm not saying he's gonna save rap or anything, but it's just cool to see. It's just cool to see.
It was pretty good for the rap game to see him drop "Picture Me Raping." That was
yeah, that was good because like
went after Tupac.
Yeah, like just old heads could respect that, you know. There is a certain overlooked aspect of like appealing to those dusty ass guys who think Illmatic's the greatest album of all time all the time, or they say like Kendrick Lamar and J. Cole are the only real new rapper. Like, you know, those type of people could appreciate that, and which is like I honestly those type of people, they need to be put down. You know,
J. Cole's fire. Kendrick Lamar.
No, I'm talking about the people who think the older heads who don't take new music seriously.
Oh, yeah.
Those people, they need to be put down.
Yeah, for real.
You know, like a dog that like barks too much. You know, like.
Yeah, I know what you mean.
I'm serious. Like, take them to the. Okay. But nah, yeah, Kendrick and J. Cole, like, I don't hate them. I just think that like they're raised to this high standard when really like that's not all I listen to, and proudly not all that I listen to. I don't listen to Pimp a Butterfly every day and like pray to it. But these people on hip hop Twitter, it's like there's a certain blueprint you follow when you get into like hip hop or something, like, as a fan in the fan world. This is not the artist world. I mean, it might be the artist world, but like you're given the same opinions. My Beautiful Dark Twisted Fantasy is the best Kanye album. To Pimp a Butterfly is the best Kendrick album, and so and so is a better rapper, but so and so is a better artist. You know what I mean? You get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, that shit keeps me up at night. Like, really, like, you shouldn't be afraid to mention somebody nobody's heard of in like a little Twitter thread to argue. Like, but everybody's afraid to do so, or like what's a hot take on a big artist who everybody has like one album that they think is the best? Like, but you really think this album's better. Could be any big artist.
I don't really have much to say about that. I'm gonna be honest.
Let's just start off. Pick like an artist that has a lot of albums, and then we'll go from there.
Yeah, I mean Kanye or Kendrick, they have a shit ton of albums.
Okay, well, what's your favorite Kanye album? Is it just My Beautiful Dark Twisted Fantasy, or is it something else?
Let me look right now. I can't remember the names of them.
Thank you for the transparency that you don't remember their names.
Jesus is King was a terrible album. I'm gonna be honest there.
Okay.
I like Graduation.
Yes. Yeah.
Not like a shock of like happiness. You're like, yes.
This is the story of a champion. You know, that type of shit. Like this. That's a happy album. Okay, that's a happy album.
Puts you in a good mood.
For sure. And oh, I wonder. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I Wonder is really good with slowed with reverb. It's a really good listen. Yeah. Another overlooked Kanye album is Yeezus. That goes crazy good because it takes a lot from the French house scene and shit. Daft Punk and Gesaffelstein doing production on that, and sort of punk rap fuse in it and shit. Are you familiar? You fuck with Yeezus or no?
I actually haven't listened to that one.
I'm sending you links. Don't listen to these now, but when we're done, let me send you the 3 best Yeezus songs, which I'm going to announce. Okay. Hold up.
Yeah, bet, bro.
So there's I Am a God, featuring God. That's a song by Kanye. Yeah. It's like what? Right?
It's like, hey, yo, what the fuck?
But nah, it's like a really well-produced song. Hold My Liquor. That's like a really... That has Chief Keef and Justin Vernon on it. Of Bon Iver, the folk singer. But he does so... Like, it has this folk singer who, like, revolutionized folk music and shit. And, like, inspired, like, Taylor Swift. And then there's Chief Keef, like, drill pioneer. You know, like, what?
Wait, like, Chief Keef was in 2012?
Chief Keef was, like, making music in 2011 and 10. Like, when he was, like, 16 or 15.
I'm late as fuck. I just heard about that guy in, like, what, 2019, 2020?
Well, the thing about Chief Keef is, you know, the way drill... It starts from Chicago drill, pioneered by Young Chop, Chief Keef, King Louie, Lil Reese, Lil Durk. Like, Lil Durk's making music in 2010, 2009. Like, you know, he's an old head. That's what people don't get about him. And King Von wasn't doing much back then. He was in a couple music videos with Chief Keef and, you know, them and Durk right, but they made the whole drill thing, right? And then Great Britain takes a lot from that, creates the UK drill and shit, and then Brooklyn takes from both. And then it's like, boom, you know, Fabio Foreign, Pop Smoke, taken from Axel and Skepta and Heady One, and it's boom. It's like, it really shows how much this genre can evolve. While drill music's getting a bit boring right now, to be honest, it's cool to see. Being a fan of the genre for over 10 years, you know?
And then it finally, like, getting to the very top and being changed with...
Facts. Yeah, exactly. Same with the whole trap thing. Like, you can definitely hear a lot of trap elements, but it all stems from Memphis. And a lot of in Houston and low, like, underground shit from way back when, you know, Memphis, the whole, like, emphasis on the hi-hats and the 808s and the way everything's produced all stems from, like, Gangsta Pat and 3-6 Mafia and DJ Paul and Project Pat. And then it also stems from, like, a lot of that Houston stuff and like, all that stuff. There's all roots in everything. That's what I'm saying. And when it's a lot of fun to analyze the roots.
Yeah, I know what you mean.
It's like, take Juice, for example. You look at the roots of his music, and it stems from, like, 808s and Heartbreaks by Kanye. Like, he loved 808s and Heartbreaks and stuff like that, and he loved, you know, and 808s and Heartbreaks finds roots in Kid Cudi's music, because Kid Cudi contributed a lot. I don't know what I'm rambling at. I'm just saying that it's fun to look at roots. What have you, like, dived into in terms of, like, music, like, where you really analyze the roots?
I actually have not done that personally, but I think you obviously have. I know Kid Cudi was definitely the start of a generation for Travis Scott and artists like that.
True. Yeah, Travis, like, the trippy aesthetic. He didn't form it, but he really popularized it and knew what he was doing when he articulates the way an album moves. Have you listened to his pre-rodeo work?
Cudi?
No, Travis Scott.
Travis Scott, no.
Yeah, well, the pre-rodeo work is Days Before Rodeo, the mixtape that came out before Rodeo. was
Like Owl Pharaoh.
yes, but I'm just saying, like, and he did a lot of work on Yeezus by Kanye with the production on a couple songs. They're fire as well. I'd have to say, the Days Before Rodeo mixtape is my favorite Travis Scott project. That's a hot take, but fuck it, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. So when was like the first song written by you? I mean, did you always like jot some shit down in a notebook when you were like 6, or was it like was it just like one day you were like, I'm gonna start writing music?
Well, here's a fun fact about me. Shout out to Exponent. Me and him actually used to go to the same school when we were like young as fuck. I'd say about 5th grade we started writing lyrics. Our teachers would catch us, we'd get in trouble, and we'd just go home, call each other, write more lyrics. That's pretty much when we started. Fun fact about most of my music now, though, it's usually most of it's a freestyle. Red Roses, that chorus I made in 1 minute, and then the verses were freestyled. Lost, I freestyled my verse. Nowadays I did write my lyrics, and Fool was freestyled.
All right, that's cool to hear. Yeah, dude, I've seen that before in the studio with artists, like them freestyle that shit. It's like, dude, what the fuck? Like, how'd you do? Like, it's like you're getting possessed, right?
Nah, it's like feeling the vibe and just going with the flow and just saying shit that you feel.
I know, but I'm saying like I assume it's kind of like being possessed. You know what I mean?
Oh no.
No. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah.
That's actually kind of fun.
Yeah. So what rapper that passed away did you listen to prior to their death?
I'm gonna be honest. I was not a big fan of XX and Tentacion. I didn't even hear his music until he died.
Same, bro. Fucking. Yeah. I mean, I heard no. Actually, I'm lying. But I heard a couple songs, but I was like hating on him. Like right before he died, like I was hating on him and shit. I'd always comment like "fuck this wife beater" and shit.
Sure.
And yeah, I was a little dickhead. And but nah. A couple years later, like I just listened to all his albums and shit. Like when I was sad and shit. Like anybody who really listens to his music, they probably are in a bad mood. And I fucking love it. Right? Like, it's, like, amazing to me, and I'm watching all his interviews and shit, and I'm like, oh my god, he's fucking outstanding. Like, people change like that,
The artists that I listened to, I did not listen to Juice WRLD much, but I did have Bandit, Lucid Dreams, and Let Me Know Freestyle on repeat.
That's cool to hear.
Yeah.
That's cool to hear.
What about you? What artists did you listen to before they died?
MF Doom. MF Doom. Juice WRLD. Should I Google who died? No. King Von, like 2 songs, like great. But who I listened to after they died and that I really enjoyed, it would be fucking Lil Peep and X, and mainly Lil Peep though. Like I listen to Lil Peep out of any like.
Yeah, I mean those 2 artists, Lil Peep and XX and Tentacion, weren't really extremely appreciated until they died. Like as soon as they died,
Pop Smoke. I heard him, but not way before, but before he fucking died. Like I was actually listening to like Dior and shit, and like I go on the news and like I just like hear about it on Instagram, and then I Google it to see if it's right, and I'm like, oh shit. But I only listen to like Christopher Walken and Dior and Welcome to the Party by him, but mainly Dior.
when I discovered Pop Smoke, actually, I was like going through YouTube and just a random "Welcome to the Party" music video by Pop Smoke. I had like what 2 mil views on it. I clicked it, and it was fire as fuck.
Did you ever do drill or no?
Drill, I'm trying to get into that right now, but
Cause it's different though, like the way you probably go over the beat.
oh yeah, because I have like a deep but high pitched voice. It's weird.
Like I don't know, like you can't just do the same thing where you're like, I came from the trenches, but I lost it all. And I never won. It was I was gonna all the malls. Like you can't. You gotta like, it's like the hi hats or fucking and snares are like, and I produce, so like I still have yet to do that because I'm low key scared. You know.
Don't be scared. Just go all in.
Yeah, but also I don't do that style when I produce. I do funk. I do Memphis funk and vapor. I do different styles of shit where I'm mixing synth wave and shit with my. But eventually I wanted to try it, just experiment one day and be like, all right, let's see.
Yeah.
But if I ever do it, I gotta add something different to it. Like, and if I were to do it normally, I would definitely go the Indian sample route. Check out some old classic Indian samples and reverse that. Make it about like 8 bars or some shit. Like Whoopty did that. They sampled that Indian track.
Bro, that Whoop TV was crazy as fuck, dude.
You know what's cool about that is King Von rapped over it before that came out because it's like made by someone else.
Oh.
Whoopty sample. Because he just like took someone else's beat or some shit. Fuck. Oh, yeah. Sanam Ray Yami Guta. Like, I'm gonna play the sample right now. See what happens.
Alright.
Where the fuck? What the fuck? This is my shit. You know? Yeah, nah. Now, people, do you ever check out any worldwide music at all? Does that ever appeal to you or nah?
Actually, it has not appealed to me. I usually just listen to normal rap. I don't listen to all this, funk, pop, shit like that. I don't listen to, the old shit. I'm a new head. I'm a young head. Whatever the fuck you want to call it.
Yeah, okay. Like, I can't hate you for that. So, I can't hate on that. You know, that's just how it is. That's just how things are. Anyways, do you fuck with any other podcasts? Like, do you check out? Like, are you a fan of any podcasts?
When I watch podcasts, the shit like that, I just go to Mike Media. Shout out.
Yeah.
Mike Media's fire, bro. Check this shit out. Subscribe to him.
Okay, that's a great place to end it off at. Okay.
Yeah.
What would you want to announce about you or your music or any upcoming tracks you got released before we wrap this up?
I'm dropping a song called Baller with Exponent and another, I'm gonna keep in the dark, another feature on March 21st, all platforms. It's hard as fuck. Club.
I'm hyped to hear it, and this is a chill interview. Thank you for the dogs not fucking barking anymore. That was a rough 2 minutes.
Oh yeah.
I'll tell you that right now. It was a rough 2 minutes to sit through. But if any of the listeners made it past that rough barking session, check out the links in the description to his music, Spotify, SoundCloud, Instagram, Apple. Well, you can't listen to his music on Instagram, but you can follow him on Instagram. So support the KidXs if you support me. That's how you pronounce your name, right?
The KidXs, yeah.
Okay.
The KidXs.
Okay, that's good. I didn't butcher it. I think 1 out of 5 interviews I butcher someone's name. Just beforehand, I usually ask and shit, but I gotta do that more. Anyways, Thanks for watching.
Yep. Let's go. The fuck?
Goodbye.